Hmm. Okay. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. um. We're gonna try to do Act 3 today. I'm a bit nervous about Act 3. But here we go. All right. Let's see. Did I miss anything on this map? I missed the hanging tree. Do I get anything good from the hanging tree? Not sure.
This jungle has flourished since the fall of the Varl. Let it now know darkness. I am the apex! Suffer and die!
Wait, this is the map. This is the map with the big monkey, isn't it? The one that can one-shot you. Oh boy. Why am I stuck? Why are we stuck? Alright, so far so good. Oh, what the fuck? They tried to ambush me.
I will put you down. Stray. None can oppose me.
Right. I have to be so careful. One wrong move and it's all over. One wrong move and it's all over. Okay. More cast speed. Always good. I'm hoping to get something good from these. I never get anything good from these abyssals. Well, actually, that's not true. I did get those craftables, which are always nice.
No.
Actually, that is not bad. 38 reduct duration of bleeding on you. That is actually really good. That is not bad. That's not bad. Maybe you can do something with that.
Wither away!
The less we have to worry about bleed, the better.
I am the apex!
That's for sure. I always have to worry about these physical monkeys. They can one-shot you.
The Orok, their tribesmen, for all their brutality, the Orok live in harmony with the forces of nature. Perhaps they have no choice, but I wonder if we are the fools for believing we've transcended it. Better to live with nature than to die defiant.
Man. I don't even know if I want to take on.
Big one
Yeah, I
incoming.
don't even know if I want to take on this guy. Yeah, look
Best dodge that.
look how much health he took. Look how much health he took. Look, he almost one-shot me.
Death and decay.
Nuh-uh. Oh, come on, bro. This is where I'm gonna die, isn't it? Because of this stupid monkey. Oh. How much HP does he have? No! I knew I was gonna die to this stupid monkey. This monkey is such a troll. This monkey is the biggest troll in the game. How the fuck do you die to this monkey? Fuck. Fuck. Why is it done? What? Why I'm confused.
We've been evil in the shadows. Don't drink the water.
Oh, solo set found. Fuck. Ah. Yeah, I did. Fuck. Oh, that sucks balls. That sucks massive balls.
Foul witch! Your very own coven cast you out for your forbidden pursuits. Your twisted necromancy ends here, at the end of a noose. Speak your last.
I can't believe I died. Act 3. Start of Act 3. That's crazy. Yeah, at least I got to Act 3. I want to check something. I want to see if my bank is still there.
I will not join the dead today.
By the first ones, you're alive. I'm glad to the mill. Now I would appreciate it if you could. Reach Clearfell. Find the pillar.
The dead rise again. Oh, I'm going to like it here.
Fuck. I can't believe I died. I knew I was gonna die. I knew it.
Pathetic creation.
I knew it. I knew it because that monkey killed so many people. That monkey be killing everyone.
This oozes darkness. I welcome it.
There we go.
I just found my path to power.
Did you now? Can't believe I died. But yeah, we're going to switch to game dev. So let's see, it took me, how long did it take me? It took me 13 hours to get to Act 3. Is that a lot? I feel like that's a lot. But it is, it is hardcore. So
I presume.
it is hardcore. Bro, I'm not gonna die in the tutorial, am I? Okay.
Impressive size, but little acuity. Dismal.
God damn it.
Well done. Please come and
Oh, God damn it.
Is this all that remains?
Renly's that I Smith. There's a
God
beast up at
damn
the
it.
knife you could chant with. If you find a pint out there, do bring it back.
A kind leader. Hopefully he survives.
Contagious. Can't believe I died.
Welcome to the camp of the... I fear this land's... Goodbye.
Cute girl.
out there. Trust
It could-
these
it's all-
people. Watch your step.
I still have my stuff. But I don't understand. So I have stuff here. I never played like this, right? So I don't know how this works. So now if I go on this one. Does this one have access to the same storage? Or this is no storage, or this is... Or this one, is this going to be empty? Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. And of course I didn't save. I should have saved duplicates of everything. Well, of course I didn't. Why would I? Why would I? Interesting. Okay. Okay, at least we know how it works.
Can't do that here.
Because I wasn't sure. Damn it. Okay, I guess that was short Path of Exile 2 stream. Okay. We're back to game deving. That was very, very short. Okay. All right. Let's see. Are you still here, Pierre? So yeah, I've been playing around with this, and it's the same. It's the same problem. It's it's the same problem. I've been playing with the numbers. Nothing doesn't do anything. It just doesn't. And I've been only testing it on villagers which have very simple AI. They just move from point A to point B. So it's still better, don't get me wrong. It's still better than before. That's for sure. But it's definitely a draw call issue, because if you look now, the FPS is pretty stable. But the issue becomes when you see so many NPCs, right? That seems to be the issue. I'm just gonna spread the NPCs apart. Just so we have different movement. Because maybe that's also an issue, right? Hey, Munglo. How goes? But it doesn't matter how much it can update. Because all of them need to be updated anyway. And this is like the simplest AI we have, right? And like I said, it's not even about the AI per se, it's about also the draw calls and stuff. It gets more complicated. I don't know what to do. I could hide the NPCs. If they're not on screen, maybe we can hide them. And that should help a bit. And then we have the issue of the other issue we have is obviously the way they look, the way they move. That's another issue we have to solve. It's not, I'm looking at it and it's not even about the physics process, right? It's not even about those things. Like the physics process is chilling. It's more so about the draw calls and stuff. As you can look, right? There's no difference in terms of what's happening here, right? There's no difference. And then if you do this, right? There's no difference. And if you disable if you hide the map completely, look, almost half of it is gone. Sometimes, right? Even when you zoom out, the stuff are still doing their thing. They're just not visible. It's all those things that the process, I think, has to process, such as animations and stuff like that. And then the draw call has to animate those things. Not animate, draw those things. Frame by frame. So I think that's where the problem is. Not so much about the AI implementation. How much do I have? Yeah, look how many draw calls. And obviously yeah. It would be better if it was like this, right? More manageable in terms of draw calls. And then if I disable this, oh, I thought I hit it. I'm still getting a bunch of draw calls, but I don't know where these are coming from. Wait, are they from the... They wouldn't be, right? The fuck? A shit ton of them were from the text and such. Interesting. Yes. Isn't that crazy? How do you even fix that? Besides not using... Wait, what happened? Besides not using outline. Text seems to be non-trivial in most engine. No, it's not that it's non-trivial. It's that when you're trying to do such granular optimization, everything adds up. Like if this UI, if every time I open my crafting menu, is the equivalent of 100 NPCs on my screen, right? Then you know you have a problem. If that's how many times it has to draw call. Oh, I see. So, yeah. It's like no matter how much optimization we do to the AI, it does not matter. Because it comes back to the draw calls. And obviously people play zoomed out and stuff. And there's nothing you can do about that. What are you gonna do? You batch draw things? Yeah, I don't know what that means. Or how it works. You probably have to go to... You have to probably do it at the low level, right? You have to get neck deep into like the renderoid itself. Yeah, but I don't know where that happens or how it works. I have no idea. Unity is based on... Gotcha. So maybe there's something in the sprite. Maybe something in the sprite of the villager. Yeah, but multi-mesh, I don't know how I would even use multi-mesh with this. Because I'm not super familiar with it. And then once again, I will have to rework everything. Because probably if you use multi-mesh, the NPCs don't have... They won't be individuals, right? It would just be... You're just moving a image. It's not like each one is gonna be individual brains and stuff, right? So I'm not too sure how that works. I'm not seeing anything here. Godot to the draw bash. Draw. Hmm. Man, why is this game so complicated? Fuck's sake. Optimizing using batches. But it says here Godot already batches things together. But you know what's... Well, you know what the problem is? Because it even says here, what my break batching is obviously this NPC, it's using a different frame from this NPC. So if they're not similar, then it breaks batching and redraws. Because it has to, obviously. And since our NPCs are they're not static, they're not using the same animation at the same time. The engine has to redraw everything. So even if we made our own custom redraw, bashing redraw, it still won't matter because you still have to do this as well. We can optimize it a bit though. There are ways to optimize it. At least I mean, it's already is optimized. Look, because if I look here, the FPS is fine here. Now, there are some things I can do. Like, if, for example, things I could do. What are the things I could do? If the NPCs off screen don't play the animation. That's one easy performance thing I can do. So if we add this right here, and then go in here, and then I just make a small boolean. Like this. I wonder if this is gonna improve a bit. We have a boolean like this, is visible. And then I need to get rid of this. We have search for market, then seek market, which is here. Func on process character, set idle, set walk animation, and then if I can do this, return, right? Character, correct, what was it? Character from animation direction vector to 0, and then I'm gonna do the same on here. like this. Sick. Then sick. Bridge. No idea if this is gonna be better or not. It should help at least with the process of it should help a bit with the process of animating things, right? It should technically help a bit. Let's find out. Maybe I'm wrong and it's gonna make things worse. Do I not have this? I should have this, right? Non-player character. Oh no, I don't. Because I need to make... Right. Because I didn't get that far. Why is this not... Why is this not in all of them? This shit is also expensive. But I don't know how to improve this. Wait, where's the idol? Did I not get the idol? I didn't. Okay, let's see. Okay. Nothing changed. But what if I don't show the NPCs? I think the process improved. I think the process improved, maybe. I can't tell. I can't tell if I'm doing something or if I'm not doing something. I can't tell if it helps or if it doesn't help. I can't tell. Can't tell for shit. I cannot tell, guys, if this is helping or if it's making things worse. What else can we stop? Besides animations. What else can we stop? Also, how do I fix this? How do we fix this? Because obviously they don't move correctly now. How do we fix this jitter they're having? Because obviously now they're moving every other frame or something like that. I did, yeah. But that's not gonna solve the issue, Pierre, because interpolation only works if it's done with the default physics stick. So because you're batching, that no longer affects it, because it no longer is the interpolation only happens wait, Manglo, it doesn't matter because we are batching our own physics process. We're not using the default physics process. Does your move have delta on it? Yes. Yeah. No, I'm just changing the global position. That's all I'm doing. I'm not moving anything. I'm not using rigid bodies. That will destroy performance. But yeah, it's using the delta. It's using, because we are batching. So this only gets called every 4 frames, right? So obviously it's not going to be smooth if it gets called every 4 frames. Because all I'm doing is changing global position of the NPC. I did try to interpolate, remember? I was using twinning before, to interpolate between 2 positions. Yeah, twin interpolation, because you can also use twin. It's not the same, okay. So what do I have? How do I do it then? You need to know, yeah? Okay. We do know those things. We do know them. So far old global position. Vector 2. So, okay. So I'm not gonna try to explain this also chat. Why not? You scared? My assumption is I need to make a function, right? Func move character. Character so we have two things. We have character global position and character old. We have character old global position. What's up, Stolen? What is your schedule? God knows. I died. I was playing Path of Exile and I died. I died to the monkey. I knew I was going to die and I died. So 13 hours gone. Yeah, but I was for sure going to die the monkey, because the monkey's fucked. The monkey sucks ass. The monkey is so dumb. Still can't believe I died to the monkey. Look at this stupid monkey. That last slam is what one-shots you. There. There. Stupid ass monkey. Stupid ass monkey. Okay. Wanna hang in voice chat? No, not right now. Let me fix my sleeping schedule and then we can hang. Don't worry, don't worry. Don't worry. Today I will try to go out to sleep at a reasonable hour. I should just take a bunch of drugs and get over with, you know? And that's how a legendary friendship ended. That's how it is, right? You're just gonna blackmail me, right? Okay. There, I'm in the chat.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Oh my god, I can hear myself. How you doing, bro? Did you sleep this entire day then?
No, I slept like 2 hours.
What? Weren't you awake for like 24 hours?
Yeah.
Okay, I have so many questions.
Why?
How is that helping you getting a sleep schedule in order?
Well, because if you reset your day, then you go to sleep at a reasonable hour.
Bro,
you
you're
know?
not an alarm clock. You can't just reset your schedule.
Yes,
You
I
can
can.
wake up at normal hours every day, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the idea.
How is sleeping 2 hours gonna help?
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, anyway, what was you working on?
Your your M.
I'm looking for a new chatbot because I looked at StreamerBot and I'm not happy.
Why?
Because it can't do overlays as far as I can tell.
No. You have to do your own overlay.
What do you mean?
So you do them in. Oh wait.
Like, mix it up. I have, for example, the video reactions run in a browser source that's hosted by Mix It Up, right? So when somebody plays a channel point reward, I can play that video in Mix It Up on a web page, and OBS just has that as a web source.
Oh, I see.
Right, so Mix It Up has a complete overlay scripting system, basically, which StreamerBot I don't think has.
Probably not.
And I don't want to do that in OBS because OBS is kind of bad in rendering video, I noticed. So, yeah. Also, it's really complicated to make commands in StreamerBot and they don't auto-resolve usernames into actual good variables. I don't know. There's just some things I'm used to from Mixitup that this just doesn't do. Yeah. So I'm gonna have a look at other bots.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I haven't got that deep, so I've only gone like when ads show up, I show an overlay from OBS, and that's it.
Yeah, but I have like probably 100 different triggers for things, you know, and moving that is gonna be a huge effort. So I want to make sure that I can do most of the things somewhat easily, or at least as easy as possible, if I move everything, because it's gonna be a pain either way.
Makes sense.
But there is not that many different bots. Sammy is another one. Sammy doesn't have kick. And one of the biggest problems is my Stream Deck apparently only works with Streamer Bot and Mixitup. All the other bots I found so far do not work.
Okay.
Because I'm using a Razer Stream Deck.
So, oh wait a second. So the only reason you're upset is because something happened with Mixitup, right?
Mixitup is essentially on the brink of shutting down. They say they want to continue, but it's one developer instead of 4. And they basically don't have the funding or time anymore, and they blocked up the entire Discord. So I'm gonna be the rat and leave the sinking ship. Like, at least I gotta be prepared for eventual shutdown of Mixitup. Because if they stop updating and it's not compatible with OBS at one point, we're gonna be fucked. Like the Mixitup users.
Okay.
Because the guy, we used to have an update per week, and we didn't have an update for 3 months at this point. And now they locked down the entire Discord and made a huge announcement. It's public, like you can look it up. So yeah, I gotta find a replacement, but the main crux is probably gonna be my Streamer Deck. Because the Loop Deck software is probably not compatible with every chatbot out there. I know it's a Streamer Bot is and Mixitup is, but everything else I don't know about. Gotta look all of these things up. I'm not upset, I'm being realistic, as in, well, kinda having problems right now. And that unfortunately affects a ton of streamers. I would like to stay on that platform, even though I don't like everything about it, and I think a bunch of things are really stupid. I already have everything set up, you know?
Yeah.
Ideally,
have you seen,
but,
have you seen what other streamers have been doing?
Huh?
Have you seen what other bigger streamers have been doing because of it? No?
Well, do you know, or are you just
No, I'm asking you.
No. I don't know if bigger streamers use Mixitup really. We'll see. I haven't really looked into it that much. The thing is, like, again, it's probably gonna be Streamer Bot, but then I might have to leave my other Godot plans behind for a while and actually work on my snail game to be some sort of overlay replacement, I guess.
Okay.
Because then I have to, you know, for the video reactions and stuff like that, then it would probably be the worthwhile at that point to say, okay, well, if Mix It Up is not trustworthy, and StreamerBot doesn't have all the features I want. Why not implement the features myself to a certain extent in the snail game? And then maybe the snails, when somebody follows, a snail pops up and stuff like that, you know? Just integrate the snail game that I already have as an overlay more and more.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Well, also a shit ton of work. So.
As with most things, yeah. Here's a short and pretty good introduction to it, so you can try watching it play around.
You doing some 3D stuff?
What?
What you up to?
I'm learning how to do physics and interpolation.
Interpolation?
Mm-hmm.
Freya Holmes make a video on that. Whatever her name was. Homer. Yeah, Freya Homer. Freya Homer has a really fucking great video on lerping. Like, that is masterclass, but it's an hour.
Wait, you going for physics now?
Oh.
What are you talking about, Mongo?
I guess because you have extending a kinematic body.
You showed me this video. You just interpolation? Yeah, okay, yeah, interpolation. But I'm still doing it inside the physics process.
But why?
But why?
No, well, actually, why?
No?
You're moving a character without physics, right? Why do you do it in physics step? Wasn't the goal to remove physics from most of the actors in your game?
Yes, but I'm using physics process as a make sure everything is using the same tick, right?
That is weird.
Yeah, it is doing it in your, I'm doing it in my own custom physics process, yeah. Which is gonna get called from
I don't quite understand, but I didn't really follow you the last few weeks with what you did there. So.
It's okay. But yeah. So yeah, I'm doing it here, right? So this is where I'm setting the global position, like the new global position. So but I don't like that he's using move to slide.
Wait, should you even use move to slide in a physics frame? Move
What?
and slide?
What do you mean?
I don't know. In the physics project, you're using in the physics process a move and slide.
No, I don't use move and slide.
Well, the video does. Sorry, I've just looked over this
Now we're just
stream and
we're just learning about interpolation. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing more. Just how it's done.
Mm-hmm. You know, people can't hear the video, right?
I know. But it's okay.
Hmm.
Bruh.
Hmm. What?
Should have made a simpler game, you know?
Yeah. Isn't your game simple?
Huh?
Isn't your game simple?
No.
Is it possible you could make it simpler?
No.
Would it be easier to work in the game if you refactored every now and then?
No. No,
Are you just saying now because you can't agree with me?
No.
Of course.
This is This is like, now we're getting into Godot, not Godot, like engine limitations, draw calls, and all that kind of stuff.
I don't know why you even bother. Your game runs fine.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Not with what I'm trying to do now. It doesn't.
What you trying to do now?
4 times the details.
20 times the weather effects.
20 times the weather effects.
It just works, man.
It just works. So the process, Manglo, needs to run at the... It always has to run, right? At the current tick of your monitor refresh rate. So which means it's not going to be based on the physics process rate.
So, why are you doing that in a physics processing? Enlighten me. Like you're trying to do a regular update independent of the frame rate, I assume.
I don't know,
Right?
man. I'm just trying things.
I mean, there's gotta be a reason you're not doing it in process, right?
The process is also based on the physics process. They're all connected.
As far as I'm aware, they're separate, and physics process has
Yeah,
its
but
own
this
frame
is
rate
custom
or call
stuff.
rate, yeah, tick rate, names.
No, we're using batch updating, which is based on the physics process.
Okay, I have no idea what that is.
I mean, it means we're taking 20 NPCs and we update them at this frame. Then we're taking another 20 NPCs and we're updating at this frame. And they will never...
So you're never updating all of them at the same time, but you always do like a queue. It's just that we're just doing 20.
It's kind of like a queue, but the idea is they'll never be on the same frame.
Yeah, so if you run 10 physics frames, you would have done 200 NPCs updates, but it wouldn't be necessarily the same NPCs.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Can you do that in a way where we can enable and disable that? Because the ground thing you did, I think that looks atrocious. And I never had a
that has
problem with
nothing
the terrain.
to do. That's different
I
stuff.
know, but you like I think that's ugly as fuck, and I never had a problem with the frame rate stutter that you experienced. Because of the time map update.
You will have a problem with it if I leave it the way it is.
But how did that even happen? Do you know? Is it just the update rate, or what's the problem with that?
Yes.
Because I thought if you do the bucket small enough, it shouldn't be an issue. The tile map, what's it called? Render map or tiling or whatever it was called.
Okay, well, my NPCs fled. I don't know where they went to.
They all did.
They went to space or something.
Outer space to find another race.
Yike.
Is there a branching or something?
I just want to try something.
understand this, but ChatGPT help.
Stop yonking code. Listen.
Holy shit. Your bots are crazy, dude.
Nuh-uh.
What do you mean stop yoinking code?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he's on about.
Add a logic if condition. Oh my god, okay.
Hmm. Obviously, I'm not doing interpolation, so it's not gonna work.
What the fuck is happening?
Direction FPS.
Hmm.
The problem is there's nowhere to apply this. Like, I cannot... Here, we need a different sort of batching now. One that runs independently of... But then we want the process to run... Oh, fuck's sake. Do it yourself, you know as much as I know. I know shit all. So we cannot do this anymore on process. We cannot tie that to the frame, to the batching update. We'll have to remove it. We'll have to remove it and in the state machine, we're going to re-enable the on process to match your FPS process, which is gonna be 60, and then which kind of defeats the purpose. And then you want me to do the calculation how come he has transform linear interpolation? How come he has that and I don't have that? Linear. Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't exist anymore. Because this is in 3.2.3. I need a equivalent. What's the equivalent? Let me look at this one. Oh my god, what's this, bro? Are you really gonna want me to watch an hour long
Oh no,
GDC?
it's just a really good video on the topic. You don't need to watch that, it's just really insightful. I can only recommend that channel. She's really great.
No time, no time, no time.
Did you play like what, 13 hours of PoE last time?
And I died.
Yeah, and now it's all for nothing.
Well, I have to do it again, right?
Right, that's how hardcore works.
Yep. So. But I still don't get why I'm doing this. Like, why not just Isn't this just this? Here. Isn't this just... Yo, Wonky. Long time. Isn't this just this? I don't get why I'm doing all this. Like I'm getting the values here. Hey Wonky, thank you for the sub.
Let's go.
Why didn't I get that notification? Strange. No idea why. Not. Twitch VPN. Yeah, it doesn't seem. No, it's not Twitch. It's Stream Elements. Yeah. How is the game doing? Not too well. We're trying to figure out some performance issues, but
It's all fucked.
it's all fucked. Why is the issue? Godot cannot handle 10,000 NPCs I want to have. Yeah.
Well, not in the way you used to, I guess.
I'm trying to have too many things on screen. And you cannot have that many things on screen.
I'm still confused by that. Is it the Pathfinder? What does it actually? What's actually the problem?
It's
Like what part of the
it's more
NPCs?
complicated. It's more complicated. It's
Yeah,
not
but
even
instead
about
of-
the NPCs themselves. It's about low-level things like draw calls and how many things you have on screen, and then obviously the process adds to it.
But your draw calls are not gonna improve if you only batch them. Like you still gotta draw them.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
that's
still
not
gonna draw.
change.
Yeah, like we hit the pinnacle of performance we can get. We cannot get any more. In terms of NPC optimizations, I cannot see. Even it's going to be very granular. Everything we are doing is very granular. It's still not gonna matter because I'm still dealing with the draw calls. So
Yeah, that's why I'm a bit confused why you're doing this right now. Like it doesn't seem to be the problem.
I don't know. I'm just trying things. I'm assuming
you have.
you have some sort of object cooling. The
I mean,
engine
that's
has
the engine.
does
Yeah,
all that.
the engine does that on its own. Pretty sure. It would be very weird if the renderer doesn't call the objects outside of its view.
Yeah.
And even then, like I had a few hundred snails on screen and didn't have a problem. So I'm a bit confused why you having problems all of a sudden.
Yeah. I always have problems.
I just don't know why. Like, I don't think that a few thousand objects should be a problem in 2D.
But it all adds up, right? Like 100 is not the problem. Each one adds 0.01 ms, let's say, a frame, right? And as you slowly add more and more and more, you get to 500. Now it's going over the threshold of your 16.66 ms a second, right? So now you get hiccups. Now you get to 600. Now you're dealing with low FPS. Now you get to 700. Now you're dealing with low FPS plus stutters. Because
yeah, but is that a problem because of the draw calls actually, or is it a problem because of the NPC logic?
it's a problem with everything, because even an empty node that just exists, its process and physics process are still running. Right? Unless you disable them. But then you get to the problem of having to simulate everything. If you're going to disable everything off screen, that would be the solution. Is it a buffer accumulation issue? I don't know what the issue is.
I just
know it's multiple things.
I just have a hard time wrapping my head around what even 500 objects seems like it shouldn't be a problem. Like I wouldn't think the Godot is that inefficient.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
I mean, how are you acquiring the NPCs? Do you have like a global list where the NPCs are stored, or how do you even access them?
What do you mean?
Okay, so on a global level, how do you manage your NPCs? Like, are you just going through all the objects in the scene, or is there like a list of NPCs that get the updates?
There is a list that gets updated.
Huh.
Mr. Debo, you sound like a German.
The hell?
What the hell? Thank you. That's a compliment.
Yeah, you should be honored. We don't want you in. No, that doesn't work.
What?
What?
What? What? Let me make this one's part of the character. Yeah, I don't know what the issue is, Monkey. Well, I know what the issue is, I just don't know how to solve it. And I don't want to do low-level stuff. I don't want to get into that rabbit hole of trying to do low-level stuff.
I mean, my worry right now is that you're doing optimizations that might not actually help you at all, and they make the game worse.
Well,
that's like an actual thing that could happen, that because you slow down these updates, they don't actually help you with your performance issues, and then you run into a whole batch of different issues because stuff doesn't update properly anymore.
Yeah, that can...
Like, this is a really deep rabbit hole you're about to dive into, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Boogie and I every now and then pass the D-boy on stream. That's how that works. Cause I got nothing better to do. Yeah, look, the playable area is your RAM spiking. I guess you wanted to write VRAM. I'm not entirely sure.
When you load the playable area, is your RAM spiking now?
Like the game is considerably small. Like in comparison to other games, it shouldn't be a problem. Like the frame spikes I thought you had were related to your tile map. When you update the tile map, I thought that was your issue back in the day. When you place down like
When you place down and you remove tiles,
yeah.
it's very performance intensive. Yeah.
Even that confuses me a bit because you can set a bucket size for that, or I don't know what the name godot is. But there's like a thing you can set that gives you like 8 tiles only update when you do something. And that alone should take care of that problem. Because you don't update the entire tiles up, but only the bucket around it, or at most like the 8 surrounding buckets as well.
Well, yeah, but that happens when you update the tile. It doesn't update the whole tile map. It only updates the one in the center and the one around it. And the ones around it.
Yeah. I think there's a setting somewhere in the tile map layer. We talked about this before in chat.
Yeah, that thing does nothing.
That does something, but you have to set it to a sensible value. If it's really big or if it's really small, it doesn't work. It needs to be 8 or something, or 4, like the range of what is bucketed. Otherwise, it's not performant. Even then, it's really weird that you get hiccups with that. Do you run logic on that? Like, if you update the tile map, is there stuff happening in because of that?
No, it's just literally just updating tiles.
Just visually.
Yeah. Well, it's not visually because you are.
Well, but
what's
you're
happening?
also doing a navigation update, don't you?
Where's the audio?
You also update multiple navigation layers because of that, don't you?
Oh, it's because I disabled. Fuck, I'm an idiot. They work.
Sprites need to be rendered pixel by pixel. Takes a lot of RAM.
No, it didn't.
Why are you setting the RAM buffer to grow? I don't even know where to do that.
Why does it not work?
Well, that's actually a good point. There might be some project setting that might already help if you enable it. Concerning your performance issues.
Yeah, but this stuff is so granular, those things don't even matter anymore.
Yeah, but maybe if you do, I'm just gonna dive into project setting. What's available in the renderer? Probably.
I already went over all this stuff.
You're basically not using physics.
We don't have an issue of RAM. The RAM is non-existent. Where's the RAM? Is it this? The RAM stuff is so minuscule. I don't think we're even touching.
mean, there is a setting for max megabyte in the staging buffer, but I'm not sure if that is a problem.
It's not a memory problem.
Well, if the buffer is too small, it could be that the graphics card gets stuff in really small chunks.
Okay.
That might increase your draw time. But I'm not a graphics engineer. What render are you using? The Forward Plus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Double shade.
I'm not even reaching this.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, I'm not sure if the batching you're trying to do is achieving anything. And then there's also the where is it, in renderer? No, where was it? It just said
It's saying to
in
increase
rendering
this one.
device. There's also some settings.
Let me double this. See what that does. Maybe Wonky is onto something. Well, the game doesn't break.
That's something.
The game doesn't break per se.
I think a thing that might also cost you a lot of time is, I know you have like a lot of these weird lookups. Where do you click and stuff?
But
don't...
right now I'm not doing anything. None of that. I'm just doing villagers moving from A to B, and that's it. And that's where we are actually using the lowest amount of effort in terms of NPC navigation and what they think about. We're just using them as, look, this is how many things we have on screen. And they are moving around. Nothing more. But yeah, I'm not worrying about crashing and stuff, Wonky. That's not... We never had any of those issues. Those are not something I'm worried about. Texture page issue, what is that? Don't jump around. Why are
Jump
they
around.
No,
Jump
don't
around.
jump around. No. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
Are you talking about the staging buffer, Wonky? I'm not entirely sure what you're referring to. I mean, there's a staging buffer thing that kind of defines how big or how much texture data you're sending to the GPU at once, but I've never messed around with it. Also, I would assume that is kind of problematic for low-end machines if you mess around with this shit too much.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to mess too much with this shit. Like your expectation when you see a game like this is not you need a 5090 Ti, you know? Where are these NPCs going? Why did you break it?
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
Don't laugh, Pierre. How dare you laugh? Can you believe this guy? I think it's because he has to be maybe here.
Off.
Yeah, you're supposed to be the expert. What happened?
Yeah.
What happened, bro? So when they're going back is the problem. Maybe I have to restart. Ah, it's so messed up, bro. How come it works, but then it doesn't? Where are they even going? Is the better question. So when they come out is the problem. I think it's a different problem because I deleted the region. Did I remove the region from the market? No, it's still there. Oh, I'm a dumbass. Now it's gonna work. But we still have the same issue. El performance. Like, see, when you zoom in, there's nothing. It's a solid 60 FPS. Then when you zoom out and you start seeing all the NPCs and all the draw calls. FPS tanks.
Yeah,
Like
well,
we-
is it a problem in the editor only, or is it a problem in the game as well?
It's in the game.
Because the debugger is obviously gonna do an overhead here.
Yeah, it's in the game as well. But yeah, like this is the best way you can see. Like, look how much we've optimized the physics process. It's not even reaching the peak of over 16 by 16, over 16 by 66. And then you zoom in. And since because the draw calls are dropping by almost 3x, the FPS is back to being like, you still get the occasional hiccup because there's other issues obviously, but you get the stable frame rate you're looking for. So yeah, I think probably Cricket wants to show me some stuff related to draw calls and how you could maybe optimize them. The engine does it for you. But from what I understand, if one of the NPCs don't match with the other NPCs, then he has to obviously redraw to make sure you're seeing the correct animation of every NPC at that specific frame.
Here's a question: how many different atlases do you use?
Wait a minute.
Like, the more different texture atlases you have, the more draw calls you're gonna have. So if you have a texture atlas for each character, for example, you're gonna have these problems. But if you pack all the NPC sprites from all NPCs into one atlas, you're not gonna have that many problems, I think.
Yeah, but this is... Yeah, but we are using the villager. It is one.
Oh, it's all one villager?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then your unique to scene is obviously gonna make draws happen more often. That's the entire point of not being unique to scene.
Yeah.
Like, if you're because your buildings and your villages are all unique to scene, they do not get drawn at the same time, I think. But that would mean you would have to decouple the logic of the villager from the drawn villager. So you can have the script probably run separate. Then you just draw it somewhere else. But I don't even know where to get started with that. That's all I got.
Yeah, I think I know what you're saying.
I think the main reason that every object starts as not unique to scene is because they want to render it at the same time, or at least do the stuff at the same time. But that also inherently links them. And I wonder if you can have a logic for the villages central somewhere and then just influence where each of the agents essentially goes. But that would be a huge rewrite. And I'm not even sure if that's the problem, to be honest.
Same. I don't know what the problem is. Well, I know what the problem is, but I don't know how to solve it. And maybe it won't be as bad if I incentivize you to make multiple bridges. Right?
That PC's just walking on water.
Yeah. Okay, I don't like this one. Let's go to the other one. I don't know if it's even gonna work, the other one. The other one is pretty busted. Oh, right, because I disabled. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Okay, yeah, like this is not too bad. Obviously, I disabled the because they're not part of the new batching system. Only the villagers are. So they're just standing there. But I think probably the solution is to just find a reasonable limit for each NPC. And what kind of FPS should the player, let's say at the end game, what kind of FPS should the player put up with? Like, when does it start to be unplayable? If that makes sense. Also, imagine if you weren't able to zoom this much. Look at my draw calls. But it's not just about the draw calls, because draw calls is a bit complicated because it doesn't tell the full story, right? Obviously, it's gonna have an easier time to render the same frame of a building that doesn't move, right? Then having to redraw a frame of an animation. These are two completely different issues.
No, you still have to draw the building.
You're still drawing the building, but you're referencing the same frame, so you're not
Yeah, but
doing.
it doesn't matter. Like in your tile map, if you draw the frame 1 or frame 2 of an animation, it doesn't matter. It's still one draw call. Like yeah, it's probably gonna be more VRAM or whatever is gonna be used, but you're still just rendering ones. It's not like it's drawing frame 0 and frame 1 on top of it. Transparency issues are obviously a thing. Like whenever you have a transparent texture or a texture with transparency, you're obviously gonna have more draw calls because stuff isn't completely hidden. So your farmland or your animal lands that are hovering above the other tiles that are obviously increasing your draw calls, right? Because they get rendered on top of the terrain. I don't know about your farmland, but I know the animal land is like disconnected, right? It's a separate layer.
No.
What? No. I saw you placed it over grass and everything, and the grass didn't update.
No, what I mean is the road, the farmland, the animal tiles, everything is same map layer.
Okay, maybe you changed it, but
Yeah.
I saw you place it originally above everything else.
No. That was part of the rework I did.
Okay.
It's all on the same tile map. The only thing that is not on the same tile map, which is behind, is the water and the things you cannot manipulate, like the water and the sand. Those two things you cannot manipulate.
Wait, the sand is a separate layer.
The sand and water is basically background, untouchable layer.
Yeah, the UI thing is definitely a thing, but I don't know if that actually does anything while it's invisible.
I don't think
Like
that
if you
gets
have them
affected.
all open, yeah, but
Yeah, I don't think that gets affected until you actually. So right now we have 800 draw calls.
So essentially,
Yeah, and now you can see it gets called, but when you close it, it goes away.
Yeah, but if it's hidden, it doesn't draw. I wonder, like, so you essentially drawing the entire sand and water, and then you draw all the grass on top of it, and then you draw all the bushes and trees and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Now, I think you can't change the trees and stuff, but why do you separate water and sand from the rest? That alone is like one full screen of stuff you have to draw for no reason. Because you have to, your entire view right now consists of a sand water layer behind stuff that you don't have to necessarily draw separately. Know what I mean?
I don't think that's I don't think that is the issue.
Well, you want to reduce draw calls, and that's definitely a way to. I don't know how much draw calls, but
I think that's
you know
like
what?
granular.
It's easy to test. Can you hide that layer without it breaking something?
Okay, you wanna okay. Let's
just see how that fares when you zoom out and hide that sand water layer.
So we can come down here. $115, right?
Yeah, 120, 115 something.
No, just 115.
Mm-hmm.
And you want me to hide the background layer, right?
I guess so, yeah. I just don't know how the timer player is exactly behaving in the renderer. Down to 1.3. And I guess if you zoom out, it's gonna be a bigger effect.
What you mean bigger effect?
You went down by 10%.
No, but I think he had the other stuff going on. Let me see.
Okay, so zoom out, zoom all the way out, and then enable it again. Or this, just change it again. Whatever you're gonna do. So we get a rough ballpark number. I mean, you can see it instantly when you toggle it. You can, I don't know, use like. So you're what? 1,100?
Yeah.
And then, when you enable it?
Okay.
$1,600. Yeah, that does make a difference.
Okay, that's
about a third of your performance, man. Because you're rendering all those tiles full screen from the game, and then you render them, well, at least a good chunk of them again, because you do the grass on top of it.
What chunking time? I don't. What?
Nah, it's like just a rework of the logic to have them as one timer player potentially, and then obviously the placing has to be reconsidered. The way pathfinding works potentially.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, let's assume that it's all part of it. Okay, let's assume there is no background and it's all part.
Well, you're rendering calls with. You're gonna not have 500 less render calls, right? Because all the gray stuff right now would still have to be rendered, and it's not rendered right now. So that's not entirely representative.
No, you're right.
Yeah, because you're not rendering half of the screen now, and you would have to do that still. But you're probably gonna save a few hundred calls. Not 500, but 250 or something. Ballpark number. I'm helping.
Are you though?
I still can't figure out streamer button.
Aren't you supposed to be the smart one?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't. The documentation is weird. I can't find the very simple information.
Why do you need documentation? Just press button until it works.
Because I want to do, for example, if I do a shoutout command, !SO, I don't know how to grab the name that has been written in the chat message. Or if I do like pat and then a username, how do I get the username out of that? And for some reason I cannot find the documentation for over 10 minutes now.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I know. Wild shit.
Wild shit. Yeah, so I'm looking at this and there's not I don't see a difference.
Do you have a layer for just the grass? Like, I think you get a closer number of what you will gain from this if you only hide the farming and grass stuff instead. Also, where's the grass on your water?
Huh? Oh yeah, no. That's because the save of this is from the previous island. That was
Oh.
much smaller. And this one is much bigger.
Anyway, like, can you hide only the grass from the
No.
view? Well, the Talma blade with the grass and the farmland, I mean.
Well, let me just see something.
Because
it
that's
was
essentially...
running.
Because the static terrain is not the amount you're gonna save. You're gonna save the amount that's got overdrawn over it, which is the grass and the farmland.
I'm seeing like at least 2 FPS improvement from removing.
Yeah, but it's not gonna... That's not, you know... You're not gonna actually get that. I think you have to... I don't know if it's farm terrain or main terrain, whatever it is.
Mhm.
Right, so that's your actual performance increase, I think.
What do you mean?
Because that's the stuff you draw over the sand. And all the other stuff you still see, you still have to draw that anyway, right? So what the performance increase we're looking at is really just the thing you just toggled. There's probably just gonna be one frame.
I'm not seeing the performance increase.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not seeing
You gotta
it.
be... Well, you would have to toggle the layer to compare.
No, I already know how it is.
I wonder why you have multiple
46,
classes.
48.
Because you're not supposed to use tilemap anymore. Tilemap layers are more efficient in Godot since 4.0, I believe. It's ill-advised to use tilemap.
Yeah, it's almost none. It's negligible. It's like a couple FPS.
Well,
Like even if you look at the draw calls, they are almost identical.
there's a slight step, but it's not massive, no.
Like 1600, and if I remove it's like 1400.
The next thing one could consider, at least the one-tile things like stones. Integrating that among the tile set, what would that do?
Stones. Oh, those are
I
scenes.
assume each of those is a draw call on its own.
Yeah.
So you're looking at what? 100, 200 stones at the moment?
Probably. Can
It's
disable
not gonna help once the island is empty, you know? But...
buildings and environment.
I mean, that's gonna include trees, and you're not gonna be able to do trees on the tile map, at least not without a huge headache. Okay, that's a bit much. It's also not doing as much as I thought it would do.
It is
Still have a
better.
shit ton of draws, so where do you get all these draw codes from?
The
Is that just the
NPCs.
NPCs?
There's like 500.
Oh well, 500
So look.
draw
If
codes.
if I hide the NPCs,
It's gonna be 500 less.
maybe, I don't know.
No. Well. Actually, no.
Yeah, but look at the FPS. It's all at 60.
But you're also capping it at 60. I mean,
Yeah, but
you'll probably be at 70 or 80 now, who knows? But
I don't know. But what I'm
what-
saying is stable.
Yeah, but the confusing part is the draw cost only went down by what, 200? And they keep getting lower? What?
It gets lower and lower.
What the hell?
Well, because it's cooling off, right? It's like a queue.
It's like winding down.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have to draw this anymore. Wait, oh, I don't have to draw this anymore. Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
because they basically keeps it in memory for a little while, right?
Yeah, but why would that be a draw call then? Yeah, now it flats out. I guess that's just due to rain. All the tiles you see at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So that's your baseline, you're never gonna get better than that.
And like you can see, it's not even the process of physics process. It's all draw calls issues. Or it's something to do.
I mean, a very, very easy fix is to limit the zoom size by 20%, and you're gonna have 20% more performance.
That's horrible. Don't you like zooming?
Nah, I'm a zoomer, I hate it.
Wait, really?
Zoomers.
Do you like to zoom out?
I mean, I usually play zoomed out, yeah. In most
Well,
games.
You don't have to play zoom. You don't have to play like this, obviously.
I mean, in this game, I think I played like medium zoom most of the
'Cause
time.
I
Like,
like-
all the way out, no. But I played like halfway
Like,
in there.
I never
because-
like zoom all the way out. I zoom all the way out. I take a peek, like what's going on, and then I zoom back in. That's kind of my.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how I play. I think that's how most people play as well.
But yet again, then you have to ask yourself: is it really important that you hit a 60 frames if it's zoomed all the way out? Because people are only gonna use that sparingly anyway.
That's
Is
true.
that really important?
That is true.
And I would assume people recognize that, right? If they zoom out and their performance tanks and the game is laggy all of a sudden, they're probably gonna zoom back in.
Yeah. Did you play that game called The Wandering something?
The Wandering Village, yeah, I played it when it released in early access, actually.
Did
Like
you,
a year or
did you-
two ago.
didn't it have like huge performance issues when
It
you
was
zoomed
okay for
out
me.
and zoom in?
It was okay, it wasn't perfect, but yeah.
It had,
I
right?
don't know, I haven't played it ever since, so...
Okay,
I know it released recently, but never played it.
gotcha. Well, anyways, this showcase perfectly like what's happening with the. Look, I can turn back. We can turn back on everything else. The environment, the buildings, the main terrain. And sure, probably it will go down a bit, I'm assuming. The NPCs are still running, by the way. We just don't see them. And look at the FPS. It's like I'm playing a shooter. It's so smooth. You probably can't see it on screen because the stream is locked. The 30 FPS. But it's like I'm playing a FPS shooter now.
FPS players would disagree.
True.
They're like, what?
What?
Less than 120 frames? What are you kidding me?
Okay, me.
240 frames at least. Super sampling.
So yeah. How do we optimize the draw calls of the NPCs? Now they're back in. And I can see if you're like this is not too bad actually.
I wonder, like, if how bad it would be if it's like 200 of each, or like, you know, different amounts of NPCs.
What do you mean?
Like 100 of these, 100 of these, 100 of these. If it's significantly worse.
Oh, different NPCs.
Yeah, instead of 500 same NPCs, if there's a difference to 100 of 5 different NPCs, for example.
Like
Because
just different sprites.
Yeah, because if there's no difference, that would mean you can probably gain performance by somehow trying to batch them up. Because right now they're probably drawn separately in separate rendering passes or something. That might be a problem. Again, that's probably what the unique to scene thing does. But I don't know if that's actually that much of a performance hit, but you would have to test that.
So...
What I'm saying is, like, if you just remove 100 of these NPCs and add 100 farmers instead, and then you remove another 100 and add 100 carriers or whatever, you know, just get 500 the same amount of villagers but vary them up in type. If the performance is the same as it is now, that means that your villagers get drawn really inefficiently, and it doesn't matter which type they're. If you get worse performance, then you're gonna have a whole other problem.
Yes. Okay, let's see, can I actually do that?
Kill villager.
Villager. I can't do that.
Why?
Wait, no, wait. I can't do that. Can I or can't I?
I don't know.
What you mean, don't know?
I don't know shit, dude. I've never written a program in my life. I've just been acting all this time. Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun. I knew it.
I knew it all along.
I knew it. Okay, I think I can do something to make them change sprites.
Oh, fuck. I do not understand how to make a streamer bot command. Why is your bot called Emmet?
You don't like it?
I don't know. Why Emmet?
Why
It's
not
a rather
Emmet?
random name.
It's not a random name.
Is it a One Piece name that I don't recognize?
Correct.
Who the fuck is Emmet? Emmet One Piece?
Don't spoil it.
Too late.
Too late. I already know the full story.
Nah, I'm just looking at a picture. I mean, I'm not reading it. Wait, you mistyped it, dude.
Shh.
Emmet is written with one T.
No, don't.
And yeah.
Listen, I tried Emmet with one T and it was taken.
It already exists. Okay. Why not Emmet D-bot?
Ah, that would have been good. Actually, that does make sense. Why didn't I think of that? Why did I not think of that? I blame you.
I had no part in that decision.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Um. This should work. It's gonna be a bit random, but it should like have a mix of. Well, let me just try it first and see if it works. I'm not too sure if it's gonna work. I'm quite curious myself. Can I not get access to you? Why not? Oh, because maybe I have to do it after I add it to the scene. That makes more sense, I guess.
Bro, you need proper tooling.
You need proper tooling.
I know, that's why I'm working on it.
Sort your shit out, man. You need proper tooling.
I try to practice what I preach. I do shortcuts as well. Everybody doesn't. You know, after some time, I go check myself. I'm like, oh my god, this can't continue. And then I'm changing things. And that's the difference. You're like, it's gotta be fine.
Okay, I don't think
later.
I don't think it's different.
It's not.
No.
Okay, so that means that no matter what type they are, they draw equally inefficient, right? So you have no benefit of the same sprite being reused every time. Well, it's probably also because of animation.
Let's take a snapshot of this.
I don't know. I don't know what that means. You need somebody with more Godot experience than me, I think.
I feel like the process is much higher.
Well, that could just mean that some of the villagers have more complicated scripts running, right?
No. I just changed the sprite of the villager.
Oh.
Yeah. I didn't add the farmers and stuff like that. That wouldn't be a
Okay, I mean, that's actually a better test than the one I suggested.
Yeah.
Well, you're not changing them every frame, do you?
No.
Were we on 1.6 before? Yeah, kinda. Draw calls are kinda the same. Oh, 1.7. I don't know.
I don't know either, bro. But I think we are onto something. Because why is it when we disable them? Well, not disable them, just hide them. Why does the game perform so much better when they are hidden?
Wait, what?
Oh.
Wait, why is it still performing like shit now? Maybe because the draw calls are going down and it takes a bit. Hmm. The FPS is still kind of poopy. I don't know what happened.
Oh, true. It doesn't go up. That's whack. Now it's up.
The process
because
is
I
all
would-
over. Oh wait, oh sorry, because I had the I'm a noob. I was in the remote tab that adds. That adds
Oh,
fiction.
because it pulls the blogger.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Now we're back.
Now we're back, baby.
I was worried for a second.
Every time you compile the game, it gets worse.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck, man?
That would be wild. What the fuck? Language? Okay, now this doesn't work at all anymore. Oh, I see.
But yeah, this is what I'm dealing with, I guess. I mean, it's not even 500 agents. It's more like 263 agents. Villagers, I mean. It's still a big chunk.
I mean, what are the biggest villages you actually saw so far in like the tests and the screenshots from users?
Oh,
Like, how realistic is it to actually have that many workers in your game?
I mean, workers? No, but villagers?
I mean, in general, yeah. Oh, because you want those, you including the shoppers and everything, yeah. But how many is this, no, usually? Like, is that a realistic number, you would say?
We have to find a realistic number. Because right now the way it works is no longer based on the bridges. It used to be based on the bridges, right?
Yeah, like 3 or 6 per bridge or whatever. Per
It'll be
upgrade.
3 per bridge. And I think last time it was like 60 something. If you did the whole thing full of bridges, it would be like 68 or something.
Yeah, but that's not that much.
Yeah, but now the map is 4 times the size.
Oof.
So
Yeah, that's an issue.
so if the map is 4 times the size, I'm more or less there, right? 240. Like you would need this amount of, like once you get to the end, let's say you have the whole thing covered with, you have markets here, you have markets there, you have markets everywhere. Actually, this is not a good example. Let's go here. Like this was my playground, this map. Like I even made it pretty and everything. Obviously it's not full with stuff, but I did lay out farms everywhere, like houses everywhere, more or less how it's going to look. The only thing I haven't done is add markets. Like different spots of markets. I haven't done that. By the way, this is just NPCs issues, right? We haven't even got into like crops issues.
Yeah, because your crops are like a 3rd layer, aren't they? Like they're gonna overdraw again.
Not just that, like other things like how much they're consuming.
Greenhouses, tons of items that float around once you harvest shit.
Yep.
I mean, the item stuff, I said that a few times already. Do the Minecraft thing. Just bunch them up. Like, just make them stacks on the ground. According to your carrier upgrades. So if your carriers can carry 5 items, just have 5 crops combined to a stack automatically. If they're nearby. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but even that is like, how do I...
Yeah, it's reducing the amount of items. That's the only reason Minecraft did it as well. I read that Jeff Deathlock back in the day.
Yeah, but then I have to make the system to... Then you have to make the system to check the surrounding of every crop. And link them together if they are close by. Right?
Well, I mean, you need a list of all the drops. Ideally in some smart data container, probably some binary search tree or whatever, and or quad tree or whatever it's called in 2D games. And then you just go through it in milliseconds, and it's like, okay, I got this crop nearby. I'm gonna combine with that. Once that combined, it's gonna look like, hey, is there something else nearby? Oh, I gotta combine with that. Is there something else nearby? Nope. Okay, I'm not gonna combine it. You're just gonna work on the position values. You're not actually gonna check each entity. You're just gonna work on a list. That's way faster. You don't want to have a lookup in the actual world. That would be terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds
you want that
complicated.
available as quickly as possible. I mean, it's a bunch of work, but I guess it can be done in a day. Like realistically, I mean, binary trees, quad trees are like standard computer science stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if Godot has a structure like that. Let's see, Godot binary tree. Tree Godot? Nah, that's just scene tree. Tree items? Nah. Data structures. Nope.
So right now I have 100 villagers.
Oh,
The question is, does it look lively enough with just 100?
What?
Does your island look lively enough with just 100 villagers?
Gonna strongly depend on the layout of the island and what people gonna do with that island and where they're gonna do it.
Yeah, like maybe you're not gonna make like a village, right? Maybe you're just gonna be like, can't be bothered to make a village.
I guess that's a thing where you maybe have to get feedback from the community once you have another stable version. People gonna tell you, hey, I wanna have more people. And if you don't get that feedback, it's probably fine.
Yeah. Because I think that's a good way to do it. Make it based on reputation instead of just... some random number. So you still feel like, oh, you can get more, right? There's no limit technically. Like you could always squeeze in a bit, few more workers and stuff.
I mean, if you do it endless, I think.
But it's not really endless, right? It's still based on the
No, okay.
island
What I'm trying to say
itself.
is, if you have like your content, let's say, and even if you can increase stuff beyond that, I think a reasonable player wouldn't be mad if performance tanks once you have a couple of 100 actors after you already unlocked all the content.
Yeah.
Like if you keep scaling after the content is done, in quotations, I don't think people are gonna be mad if you drop below 60 FPS. You know what I mean? Like I don't think that's a thing. Yeah, the major issue is probably the lag spikes you have.
Yeah.
Like in normal gameplay with not a lot of things happening, you shouldn't have a lag spike or frame lag, right?
Correct.
That is probably better or more important. Also, you gotta consider when are people gonna write reviews? Probably after a certain amount of hours. Are people even gonna see that shit? I still held that farm tiling, dude. Nice.
Don't worry about it.
I hate it.
You hate it? I love it. It's kind of like... It's
No,
like...
it's so broken, dude.
Listen, it's like... What you call it? It's not instant, right? It's almost like you're dropping the water, right?
Yeah, but for tilling the soil, it looks really broken. For the water,
and because you're dropping the water, and then it just spreads. The water spreads, right? That's kind of cool.
I don't know. I think you're trying to gaslight me.
I am trying to gaslight. I am trying to. Yep. Wait,
Well, I mean,
you
that's
said
so-
for tiling. What's wrong with what tiling?
If you do the tilling, like with the hoe, like if you actually make new farmland,
Yeah. That's
it
instant.
looks a bit weird because it has these straight edges every now and then.
What?
I think. Didn't that happen? I don't know. But
No, I
also
think
by
you're
watering, I don't
confusing
know.
with the watering.
Yeah, maybe. But the weird thing are the straight edges where it doesn't properly connect at all. And one of the tiles is already updated, but the other one isn't. And that's what really, like, the circle thing I could almost live with, almost. But that weird straight edge thing is,
Oh, that.
That's just a penis.
What?
Now, you saw the left bottom edge, right? Where the top part was straight and tried to connect already, and the bottom one didn't connect.
Because it takes
Right?
time to update, right?
Yeah, and then again here. And that is... that just means you have... Do you have your fucking range on 1? The update range?
On 1.
And the timer player, the thing we once talked about with that variable that you can set. Did you put that on 1 or 0?
1.
Bro, you cannot have it on 1. That is... Dude, you have... No! You have to have it on 4 or 8. You can't have it on 1. 1 means only 1 tile updates when you do something. That's terrible. I swear to God, if you do it on 4 or 8, it's probably gonna run better. And it's gonna look better.
Nah, it's on default.
Then it's 16, I think, or 32 even. Isn't it?
I don't know. Don't even remember where it is.
Don't ask me. I think it was something with rendering. Isn't it the quadrant size? I would just try a smaller one because it's a 16 by 16 right now. And yeah, 256 tiles in 1 quadrant. Which means whenever you change 1 tile on your tile map, it would update 256 tiles, or at least check for them. So if you put that on 8 or 4, you're gonna have a performance increase. Because that's how it batches the tiles for updates. Internally, that's how I understand that. Or for rendering at least.
But what's gonna happen if you have... If you have half in one quadrant and half in the other, what was gonna happen
Then it would have to update multiple quadrants. Like if you get an edge, you probably have to update 4 quadrants. Right? Because even in the corner you have 3 adjacent ones you have to check. I would assume. I would just try 8 and see if there's a noticeable difference in draw calls or not. And if not, it might be better for the lag spikes. It's a thing you have to try. I'm not a scientist. I'm an idiot on the internet. I'm trying things.
That you are.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, finally we agree on something.
Okay.
But why did it have to be that thing?
Let's try it. Oh, I can't even change it.
You can't?
No.
What? I swear to God, you did that once. The physics quadrant size, isn't it?
Yeah, I cannot change it.
No, render quadrant size. Pretty sure it was the render quadrant size. Gotta be. What? The physics one doesn't matter really because you don't
I can change
physics.
this one, but I cannot change the farm one. Why?
What? Okay, let me look that up.
No, I can change it.
Okay.
No, in some I can, and in some I can't, and I don't know why.
That's mighty weird.
That is kind of weird. Like, why can't I change this one?
Well, if you hover over it, what does it say on the tooltip?
Just says the normal stuff. I can do it on this one.
Yeah, but maybe it says why it is changeable or not. That's what I meant.
I can do this one.
Oh, maybe. I'm gonna look up the rendering thing in the docs.
I can do this one, but I cannot do the farm one, which makes no sense. Why can I do one but I cannot do the other? Oh look, even the crafting one is not letting me.
The quadrant size also determines the culling. Oh, it does mostly concern itself with culling. Which probably means if you're on the edges of a quadrant, you still have to draw the entire
Oh,
thing,
wait a second.
even if it's off screen. So maybe you save rendering calls, even if you do that now.
But navigation, no, that didn't do anything.
But you also have to send more things over. I don't know.
I'm just trying to figure out why does one not let me do, but the other does let me do.
It does not apply to Y-sorted tilemap layers, as tiles are grouped by Y position instead of that in that case. I guess this one is Y-sorted?
Yes.
Or sorted? Yeah, that's why. You know what, just try if you have a different amount of rendering cores now, because you changed the other two.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that helps or makes it worse. But just as a test, you know?
Okay.
So I would just try to have main and static on 8 and then see if that impacts your performance positively or negatively or not at all.
What's your bet?
I don't know, because the way I think that works is it culls more, but it also might have to send more often for the stuff you still see. I'm not entirely sure if that's good or bad. It could be that these two effects cancel out. I don't know. How would we even...
Wait, where's my character?
It's the guy, don't you see the guy?
What? Which guy?
The guy!
The guy.
Wait, are you actually invisible?
No, I think something is broken. I think something is broken because I cannot move.
Weird.
How did you break it?
I didn't do shit.
It was this quadrum stuff that broke it.
Ah,
Lies.
that's very unlikely.
Lies. Okay, where's my character?
Did you hide it?
No.
Did you kill it?
No.
Is your safe game busted?
Maybe.
Maybe.
The position. The position. Where the fuck? Where are you? Whoa. It's. I think it's off screen.
That would be a problem.
Why is it off screen?
Can you change it?
Okay, that was weird. Okay. We are back.
So what does the graph say?
The graph looks the same.
Damn. Well, guys, just I would assume if you see a change, it will probably feel close up, because the chunks are smaller, so they're getting culled quicker. Because you don't draw 256 tiles each, but you draw 8x8 tiles each. So I can't math.
Okay.
64.
But why did it break though?
I don't know. I don't think that had to do with that. Why would your position change because of some rendering?
I don't know. Good
bucket?
question.
I don't think that should do anything.
I think that was exactly the problem. Also, I need to go back to the way it was, because we changed some stuff in here. I don't remember where. This one. I don't feel like this did anything, to be honest. Because this is only like if you render unique. But I don't even get to this number.
Okay.
Right? What if I change
A single draw call. The thing is,
this one? So it
The
never
single
draws more than 1,000, let's say.
yeah, but if the single draw call thing is, well, it's gonna
I'm just
impact you.
curious. I'm just curious what this does. I bet
I
it's
don't
gonna be
know.
like, we're gonna see like stuff pop in and pop out.
It's possible that he chunks, like he doesn't do the tile maps all at once.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why.
It's only one way to find out.
And the tile set is Y sorted because the crops overlay otherwise, right? The farm one.
What do you mean?
True, because he has to draw the back ones first. Yeah. Yeah, there's no way around that.
He's still drawing more than 1,000.
I mean, that's just how many he does at the same time. It doesn't change the total number.
Oh. We have
Like,
like,
how much does he send? How many draw calls he sends it to the GPU at once? I guess is what that means. The setting.
and we don't have that number. No, total draw calls should be per frame, right? Because it's not. Yeah, it should be the ones you see. Because it's not these ones, right? This is the total.
Yep.
So that is the number, I feel like, per frame.
I don't know. I'm out of my knowledge here. That's like not my thing.
What knowledge?
Knowledge.
Knowledge. Hmm. Godot draw calls performance issues. No?
I can't leave you now.
Well, you have to leave?
I'm tired.
Finally.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Stream after?
Nah, I'm not streaming Mondays.
Should I
Just
stream
don't-
another 14 hours of PoE too?
Me? What? No.
No, me.
I'm not gonna play.
I said,
don't-
should I?
I thought you wanna get your sleep schedule fixed.
Alright. Fuck. True.
I mean, you can do what you want. You're grown up,
Oh, I am a
and
grown up.
you got that game dev money now.
True. Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Crying helps.
Crying?
Yeah, just.
Yeah, but you do that in private. No.
I mean, it would be a nice clip.
It would be a nice clip. Just cry. How to cry one-on-one. First, you punch your face 20 times.
Don't say that on Twitch. Come on, man.
In Minecraft. Of course.
And Mr. Farmboy.
No, there's no violence in Mr. Farmboy. No violence. But yeah, enjoy your nap time.
Yeah, thanks. Good luck with your rendering.
Yeah, I'll probably do the
Talk
same.
to you later.
Talk to you later.
Huh?
Bye.
Yeah, everybody.
Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to raid out. It's time to raid out. Grog is starting up, so let's go say hello to Grog. Alright guys, thank you so much. We'll continue tomorrow. I'm hoping I can reset my sleeping schedule and we can start 9 o'clock in the morning like we used to, and then finish at 5 o'clock in the afternoon like we used to. That was a good setup. I think we're gonna do that again. But yeah, I shall see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy your evening.